Alright guys, hi, what's up? Welcome back. We got some Skyblock. Uh, I don't know guys, I think we're gonna finish the grinder today. Even if I have to chop the episode up a little bit, I think we're gonna finish the grinder today. It's the goal. It's the goal of the episode. Also, I don't have my skin because reasons? I'm not sure. Well, we're at least going to finish the base of the grinder today. Maybe not the walls. Because those are going to take a while because we're going to have to actually get more cobblestone for it. But we're going to finish the base of the grinder today. Decisions have been made. Anyway, as I was saying, Skyblock. It's a real thing, you know. I can't wait until we get this grinder finished because the game will just get so much more, it'll get a lot easier because we'll have a much better ability to, well, grind for items, for example. And I haven't been playing much Minecraft recently, which is a real shame. I have been playing some Stardew Valley though. I haven't been playing as proliferously. I don't know. Just as much. Let's just say I don't have to word it funky. I haven't been playing as much, Stardew Valley as I did in college. Anytime I didn't have homework, I was basically recording videos or or playing Stardew Valley, and or just any game actually. I wind up. It's funny because now I have much less on my plate, but I still play less games than I did at college, and it throws me off. Because you'd expect oh man, it's summer. I have a lot more spare time in my schedule. I should play more video games, but no, I just don't pick up games. I don't know. I think that might also just be a function of, I'm getting old. I'm getting older, and it's I don't just. I don't play video games as much, and it's a real shame because there's so many good games. You see, your favorite YouTube guy play this game and you're like, man, I want to pick that up, and then you're like, wait, I have no money to pick that up, and I also have 20 other games in line that I have not played yet. And it's weird because it's an interesting little almost paradox of sorts. It's as a young kid you have the time to play games. In theory, you have the time to play games, but you don't have the means to play every game you want to play. And then when you get older and you have the means to play games and stuff, you don't always have the time or don't think of playing games, because your focus for at least recreational activities shifts a little bit. And it's weird. It's one of those weird little things. But yeah, I've been hoping to play some more games recently. I'm still lining up some stuff for a brand new series that I've got in the works. Expect that after I'm done with the Splatoon amiibo challenges, I think, because Skyblock's just a constant ongoing thing until I decide I've had enough of this. So there's no way there's gonna be that sort of thing where I'm. Hang on, my headphones are not plugged into the right thing, and the static is annoying me. I didn't plug my headphones into the computer, and I didn't. Hey, hi, hello. Can I turn down my volume? Yes, I can. Good. Anyway, as I was saying, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I have a new series idea in line, and I think I mentioned it on one of the streams, but I haven't mentioned it on here because I'm not done with it yet. I haven't finished up the setup. I'm still looking for a very particular game for the first game of the series. And it's definitely going to start as soon as I'm done with Splatoon. I think it might even replace Splatoon, or at least it'll just randomly be in there, I think. Or let's say I don't feel like recording, 2 episodes of Twilight Princess, for example, or something, because I know Twilight Princess is going to be a very long series, and I know that Skyblock is going to be an incredibly long series because our goal is to get as close to getting to the end as possible. So that's going to be an incredibly long series, and I know that I've just established that I do 3 series at a time. kind of as a precedent, and they're probably going to have we're probably going to have mob spawns there. Let's check that out. Yeah, for light, there is going to be a mob that spawns as soon as I get too far away from that. So you know what that means? That means that we get to go craft a torch. Or at least another batch of torches. See, I really should have done this before the episode, but I'm out of order today, I guess. I'm all over the place. But anyway, geez, stories. I'm trying to think of stories that I can tell because that was weird. Like, I don't know, you guys didn't see that because it's on the other screen, but the screen that I have my Elgato on normally, or the screen that I have my Wii U on normally, and that I use as a second monitor during these recordings, it just flicked off for a bit, and it threw me off, I guess. Come here, I want this melon. Watermelon to keep me clean. We also want this pumpkin. Hello, pumpkin. I don't know what we're going to do with those pumpkins, to be quite honest with you. But we'll figure something out. Put this pumpkin back in there. We also need to stack up. Stack up. Yes. Definitely the correct word. Also need to stock up on some more cobblestone. Let's throw that in our inventory, shall we? And torches. Torches. Alright, we're going to take these 5 birch wood and these 8 birch planks, and we're going to... okay, it's 1.5 per everything. So 1, 2, 3... Wait. Yeah, every 2 is 3. So 3, 6. We need 1 more in there. Then my math is probably completely wrong. Knowing my luck. Alright, we'll make 10 sticks, and we'll wait for this charcoal. Oh, but anyway, other than that new series, I just have a very particular game in mind for the first episode of the new series. Like, I have 10 other episodes after it's lined up already. Like, I have everything ready for it, other than, like, maybe the actual recording scenes, but that's no issue. That's easy peasy. Oh, jeez, what did I do to my arm there? I just have a weird scratch on my arm. Anyway, as I was saying, okay, now that we've established that we have these 5 charcoal, anyway, as I was saying, like, I'm looking for a very particular game because it's very near and dear to me, and also the game that I was originally planning to use doesn't work. Like, it doesn't work on this particular computer, and I can't record from anywhere else. Like, this particular computer, it doesn't have a disk drive, and this particular game needs a disk drive. And I don't think there's a fix to run it without a disk drive, so I don't think we're going to be able to use that. And I was really hoping to be able to use it because it fits the tone. It was the entire reason why I started the idea of the series, Like, the series as a concept is sprung from that idea, of, hey, I did this, and now we're here with this sort of thing. And it's a real shame that we can't start with that game because it's a good game, and I've never played it before either. Oh, great, there's a creeper up there. That's my favorite thing. But anyway, yeah, like, I'm just alluding to it because I don't want to spoil it, because it might be a while before I can actually come out with it because I might not be able to find this game. The game that I have in mind, it's for the Wii, and it's based on a French animation series. Well, it was originally French, but they dubbed it into English and played it on Cartoon Network. Oh, jeez. Hey, the creeper's gone. That's good news. Get out of me. Remove yourself from my innards, kid. Bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye. That's the wrong block. Anyway, as I was saying, like, it's based on a French animation series that I loved as a kid, and I was like, hey, this is a good thing, and I like, cause like, I had loved the show as a kid, and when I saw the game, when I saw the game came out, I was like, yes, I want to play this, because it was at the exact time I had a Wii anyway, so I was like, yes, I need this. I need this in my life. And then I never picked it up for some reason, and I never heard if it was any good or not. I think I had a buddy who played it and told me it was just okay. But hey, that's what you get for a tie-in game. The best tie-in games are usually just okay, and you're mostly surprised that it was a good tie-in game at all. But anyway, there's probably like 3 or 4 of you who know exactly what I'm talking about because I said it's a French animation series that aired on Cartoon Network. And for the like 2 of you that know what that is, good on you. Good job. I admire your taste. It was good, wasn't it? uh, the big thing about that show is now they've released the entire original series on YouTube, like just recently. Like officially it's been released on YouTube. They're like, we are not going to print any more of the DVD box sets, so we're going to throw these on YouTube rights free. You can just download these and watch them at any time. Well, you can't necessarily download them if you don't have YouTube Red, because then you're in some hot water, so to speak, legally. I mean, you're technically speaking pirating it, even though it's publicly available files. But anyway, yeah, it just came out recently on YouTube, so I've been binge watching the series again. I'm up to like episode 20, I think. I don't remember. But I think it was like the original series was like 40 episodes, I think, but it always felt longer than that as a kid because, they would have a couple of new episodes come over, and then they would have to dub new episodes. Sorry, my toe was being weird. They would have to dub new episodes over from French, like as they were being written and everything. So they would run reruns for a couple weeks, I think. This might just be me talking and am not remembering this correctly, and they had them all dubbed in the first place, but I remember it was on right after school, like immediately right after school. Like as soon as I would get off the bus, I would rush in the house and, plunk down on the couch and turn on the TV and just catch the tail end of the theme. So, it was immediately after school. And me and a friend of mine, yeah, me and a buddy of mine, we really both enjoyed it and we thought it was really cool. But he also tended to catch more episodes than I did because I had to wait on the bus for like a while to get home. But he just could walk right home, because he was there in town. So he would just walk right home and be able to catch the entire episode. And every now and again, I wouldn't be able to catch the episode because, I had to go outside and do chores or I had homework or something. So I didn't catch every episode, so he would fill me in on what I missed. It's like, oh, this happened to this character and this happened in the show this week, and I was like, thanks, dude, that's great. And we would like do some fan theories and stuff. He was a real nice guy. I'm not in touch with him anymore though. He moved like midway through middle school, I think. I think he's in like some of the videos on my original channel, which I'm not going to mention here because it's a cringe fest, because it's all just middle school me doing vlogs because I thought I was Cool Kid McGee with my handheld camera. you know. So it's not exactly something I'd want everyone to see because they're very low production value kind of stuff. But I might actually like take some of the better stuff and upload it as part of this uh oh, geez, I just about fell. That would have been not a very good thing. Do, 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 do. I don't know. I might upload, like, some of the super old stuff as kind of part of this throwback aesthetic I'm aiming for uh, with the, with the series I'm going to be running. I might. Oh, geez, we're gonna need to get more cobblestone anyway. Again, geez, so much cobblestone. Also, like, we need to get a different food source other than melon because melon are the worst food source in the game. Like, that's why my hunger is constantly going down, is that Minecraft hunger works on a system called saturation, and your saturation number works by, it increases X amount per piece of food consumed. and then the number decreases X amount, when you jump or break blocks or do things like that. And the higher the saturation rate on a food, the longer you can go without eating. But melon have like the lowest saturation rate, so you have to eat them pretty much constantly if you're going to live on it. So it's a thing that's an issue. We need to get a different, more stable food source, and I think that'll be a lot easier once we accomplish this mob grinder. Because once we accomplish this mob grinder, we can head into the Nether and make a gold grinder and a blaze spawner. And that'll make our lives much, much easier. Because then from the mob grinder, we can get villagers indirectly. Because mobs will be spawning often enough that we can definitely pull off the whole zombie villager healing thing. Oh, geez. All of these melons spawned. Thank you, melons. Oof. Anyway, as I was saying, like, I'm a huge fan of this series, Like, the animation series I was blathering on about. And I always joke that, like, I don't watch anime, but if it's this, does this count because it's French, not Japanese? I tend to do that kind of. I like joke with my friends about it. It's a thing. It's like when people are talking about anime, I'm like, I don't really watch anime, but I watched this particular French show, and it kind of looks like an anime stylistically, sort of. Does that count? To which most of my anime friends are like, no, doesn't count. It's from France. It's not the Japan, kind of thing. But I don't know. I think, like, if you've seen the show, you know what I'm talking about, and you'll definitely know what I'm talking about if I start singing the theme. But I'm not going to start singing the theme because I don't want to die of copyright strikes, because I already get copyright strikes on all of my other videos that I upload, and Skyblock is the only one that doesn't get me copyright strikes, so I don't want that to happen. Plus, like, I don't know if I'm a good enough singer to pull a copyright strike on that anyway, because it was a really, like, a techno kind of song. Well, it wasn't necessarily techno, but it was heavily edited. But then again, so was everything at the time, That kind of, like, whooshy technology sound was very popular at the time, if I remember correctly anyway. And anyway, like, I've been thinking about actually doing, like, music content on here, like, learning something on a guitar, and then, record, not necessarily the actual screen on Rocksmith, but, like, go into session mode on Rocksmith and set up a tone quality that sounds similar to the original song, or something like that, or just a tone quality I like even. Then, play the first guitar part, and then take that video and put it in one corner of the video, and then play the second guitar part, sync those up, put them in the corners of the video, then sing the vocals in another corner of the video, and then, if there's backup vocals, like, have that pop in. But that's a lot of editing, and I don't know, I still don't know if there's available editing software for free, kind of thing. Like, because I got Audacity for free, which is what I'm using to edit and record my audiobooks for the audiobook thing I mentioned in Splatoon, and also one of the Legend of Zelda episodes. So that's a thing. But Audacity is just audio. I don't know if I have a video editor. I might just have to, pull some shenanigans where I do, like, record the first video with OBS in such a way that it's the first corner, and then record the second video with OBS in such a way that it's the second corner, and hope that they sync. Then record the third video in such a way that it's in the third corner, and in such a way that I hope it syncs. But that also would be a major issue, because what if I, flub a take, or like, what if I flub a take, or if I do well, but it gets out of sync or something? I don't know. And, like, also I have I have a very particular video in mind when I'm thinking of making music videos because it's one of my dad's favorite songs, and I won't talk more about it in case my parents are actually can hear right now. But I have a very particular song in mind that I'm learning, and I want to surprise my dad with it. Like as maybe as a Father's Day present, but maybe just later than that because I haven't had much time to sit down and learn the lead guitar. Like I have the rhythm guitar down, except for like one little transition that I need to just hammer out. And it's easy. I just can't get my fingers in the right place fast enough after the bit that it comes after. It's like like I think those are the wrong chords before the change, but it's like you take, for those of you who play guitar, it's the A string and you like start at the fourth fret, hammer onto the fifth fret, then down to the second fret, and then off, and then do the same thing on the east, like the low E string, and then play fourth fret and slide up to the original chord the the song essentially starts on. Well, it's like the third chord in the song, but still, and it's it's not necessarily difficult. I can pull it off separately from the actual bit where it comes from. But at the time, I'm strumming like, you get into a rhythm with these chords because it's the same like chord progression over and over in the song. So you get into a rhythm with the and you get into that rhythm, and then this transition section comes out of nowhere and hits you in the face, and you go, oh, oops, the transition section was right here, and it's at the very end of the song, so you're really into it, and then the transition section hits you, and you go, because you don't expect it. So it's not necessarily difficult even. It's probably elementary guitar stuff, and that's the thing. Like what really threw me off when I went and saw 38 Special was I thought it was five guys, because like the singer, the drummer, the rhythm guitarist, and then the main guitarist. But the singer actually plays the rhythm guitar while singing, and like I wasn't expecting that because now it's like something I'm gonna have to do. Maybe not necessarily for the video, but like if I'm going to perform, like if I find a guitarist friend who's actually good at guitar. And well, then again, there's also the bassist. But anyway, so it would be six guys if there was two guitarists and a singer and a bassist and the drums guy who also plays synth keyboard. But anyway, like the thing is that the singer actually plays while singing. So I'm not particularly good at guitar. But I hate to boast, but I am particularly good at singing. So like it threw me off a bit that he sings and plays because I don't do that. It's not it's not a skill I've picked up quite yet. And it's a skill that I could maybe hammer out on a couple of songs where the rhythm guitar is super easy. And that's probably why the rhythm guitar is super easy for that song, because of the fact that the singer is singing while playing. So that's a thing. And also, have I talked about the 38 Special concert yet? Because it was awesome. Like I know I probably talked about it closer to when we actually went to the 38 Special concert, but it was awesome, dude. Like I didn't realize how many songs like 38 Special did. Oh, they did this song, and oh, they did this song. It was cool. All right, well, we're halfway done with the well, actually, we were 3/4 of the way done with the grinder. Wow. That's actually a good ending point. That is a good ending point because these episodes are supposed to be 30 minutes. So anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in with all my blither blather. Expect that new series whenever I'm done with Splatoon, and Splatoon's only going to take a couple more episodes anyway, so expect that new series soonish. The one that I haven't told you very much about, other than it exists, and it's going to start with a particular game, and it's kind of like a one-off series kind of thing. It's kind of like to draw a parallel to like a different YouTuber. It's kind of like the what is this Saturday from Lucagen, I think is what it's called. And basically, they pick up a game and they play it once and go, hey, do you want this to be a series? And I think I'm going to do that kind of thing. It's, oh, I found this game and I'm going to give it a play. And what do you guys think? Sort of thing. But no news on a title. I'm going to have to like design a thumbnail card. I might even commission the thumbnail art from my girlfriend because she's the only artist friends I have right now. Speaking of, once my girlfriend gets out of school, I'm commissioning her for new channel art. So expect that. Like, I don't know how fast she draws, but like she gets out of school the 31st of this month, so expect new channel art sometime, I guess. Anyway, guys, this has been Skyblock. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Next episode, we'll finish that last quarter of the grinder and then finish the walls and all that whatnot. And we'll actually finish the grinder next episode. I feel like we will. I might have to like skip ahead because obviously, I have enough cobble for this. Like, look at all this cobble. Look at all this cobble. I clearly have enough cobble for this, so I might just like. I know I said I wasn't going to build off camera, but I don't think that we need to spend any more episodes on this grinder, to be quite honest with you. Hang on, I'm going to throw this all back in the chest, though, because reasons. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Next week is Legend of Zelda and Splatoon, I think. Yeah, because whenever this one goes up, Splatoon goes up after it. Anyway, next week is Legend of Zelda and Splatoon. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. And hey, later, man.